This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, we get ready to go cruising in Freeland. Stay tuned for information on the borough's car cruise. Happy New Week. I'm Ken Kara. Thanks for watching FYI on SSPTV and SSPTV.com. Here's our Monday headlines from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. Pennsylvania Governor Tom Wolf has nominated a retired major with 30 years experience to be the next commissioner of the Pennsylvania State Police. 62-year-old Tyree C. Blocker started as a trooper and ascended to major before retiring in 2005. Major Blocker will serve as acting commissioner of the state police pending confirmation by the state Senate. As we reported back in June, the Republican-controlled Senate rejected Wolf's nomination of Marcus Brown along nearly straight party lines. 3 people are facing charges after shots were fired in the city of Hazleton. Hazleton police responded to the area of East 1st Street and Garibaldi Court Saturday morning just before 5 a.m. 29-year-old Collado Jose Santana Colon of Hazleton was charged with firearms not to be carried without a license, a third-degree felony. During that investigation, police set up a perimeter with several police vehicles and multiple officers. 2 men, 19-year-old Christopher De Jesus of New York and 27-year-old Francis Vasquez of Hazleton, were advised by police several times to leave the crime scene but refused. They were both taken into custody and charged with obstructing administration of law, resisting arrest, and disorderly conduct. 2 people were taken to the hospital following a 2-car crash around 7:30 this morning in Hazel Township. According to our media partner, the Standard Speaker, it happened at the intersection of Route 309 and the Arthur Gardner Highway. Emergency responders removed both drivers from their vehicles and transported them to the hospital. Their names and conditions were not known. Both vehicles were towed from the scene. Every year, it's a weekend filled with fire trucks, puppies, babies, chicken, corn on the cob, and clam chowder. What's not to like about Valley Day in Cunningham? Oh yeah, there's a ton of entertainment too. This is Devi Rosado performing on Saturday. Search her on iTunes to hear more music. Now let's take a walk around Valley Day and take in the sights and sounds from this year's event on Main Street. I'm told the Valley Great 8-mile race and 5K went well in the morning, as did the baby parade and pet show. All the money raised goes to the Cunningham Valley Civic Organization, and they run the pool in Cunningham as well as a number of programs throughout the year in that community. Another big event is fast approaching. Lisa Sugart has more on an upcoming car cruise and how you can help.
Well, they're going cruising in Freeland. It's the 4th annual Cruise Freeland Style. It's taking place September 26th, and 2 of the organizers are here to tell us all about it. The mayor of Freeland, Ed Appleman, and the police chief, Tony Harris. The cruise benefits the police department. Mayor, I'm going to start with you. Why is this cruise so vital to the borough of Freeland?
Well, it brings income in for our police department for stuff that our police department would need. Plus, it brings people into the borough that will spend money and help out some of the businesses. Also, people enjoy taking their cars, showing them off, and cruising them through town.
Very true, very true. A lot of car lovers in our viewing area. And this is a major fundraiser for the police department, basically the only one, Chief. So tell us why this is so vital for your department.
Well, with the budget the way it is in the borough of Freeland, it's the only fundraiser we have to help out the police department, to buy stuff that the borough really can't afford, but things we'd really like to have and that would be useful to help us prevent crime in the borough. Tasers, to upgrade some of our weapons, stuff like that. Cameras for the cars, body cams, that's a big issue right now, and the borough just doesn't have the funds to purchase this stuff.
Well, it's not just the borough, it's all the communities don't have the money. So this is a really important event. It's fun, but it's all for a really great cause. And Mayor, to make it successful, I know it's not happening until September, but you're here now because you need sponsors for this big event.
Yes, we need any business, local or out of the area, Hazleton area, to help sponsor this so we can raise money to help our Freeland Police Department.
Okay. Now, if somebody out there is watching and they say, hey, I know that the police department does a great job. I love Freeland. I want to help. What do they do? Well,
they can call my number. It's 570-582-3082. And, if I'm not on, leave me a message and I will get back to you.
Are there all different degrees of sponsorship that they could help out with?
No, I really don't have no certain specific amount. You just whatever you want to give, and then, we'll go from there.
So citizens can be sponsors, anybody.
Anybody. Some of the businesses in town sponsors trophy, depending on how much they give me money, how many of their names are on the trophy. So that's kind of how I work it.
So now you're having the cruise, but there's a unique part of it as well, too, because I saw it said, push, pull, or drag into our new junkyard. What does that mean?
Okay, basically, you're going to bring me the biggest piece of garbage that you have for a car. I guess that's the best way to explain it. We're going to have a junkyard, and I'm going to give a trophy for the best piece of garbage of a car.
Okay. Well, anybody out there who has a car that maybe they're just not too thrilled with or they're planning to get rid of, and maybe to make it even better, they could donate it so you guys could get the money for it.
Absolutely. If they wanted to donate it there, we would work with the local towing company and have it towed to a junkyard. And if they wanted to sign the title over, we'd take the money we got for the car.
All right. So we hope a lot of car enthusiasts will get involved and participate in this big cruise. But even more importantly, before the event happens, please come out and sponsor it. Mayor, this has grown each year, so you hope this will be the best one yet?
Yes, every year we started out at 35 cars. Last year we almost have 100. And also the big event of this is the burnout competition. I want more and more people to come to that. Last year the guy actually blew his tires off, so we're hoping to see that kind of action again.
All right. There's going to be plenty of fun happening at the Cruise Freeland Style September 26th. And but right now they're looking for the sponsors. So please give the mayor, give the chief a call. Tell them you want to make this the most successful cruise they've ever had in Freeland.
Thanks, Lisa. I had a Dodge Shadow in college. When you make right turns, the horn would honk. I would just wave. It was great. I should enter that. Moving on tonight, a physical therapist, an occupational therapist, and a speech therapist walk into a TV studio. Boom, there's a new informative show ready to air. Actually, I think they recorded this show on location, but it's all about St. Luke's University Miners Campus. No, they did it in studio. And yes, this first episode airing tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. will feature a physical therapist, occupational therapist, and a speech therapist talking about what the University Health Network has to offer. Well, when FYI comes back, we have the weather and information on the state's Yellow Dot program, and later in sports, we'll take a look back at this weekend's NASCAR Sprint Cup Series race at Pocono.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
It's Monday, and if you're like me, you ate at least one large cheese pizza over the weekend, and we're in luck because Christy Book is back with us from Core Fitness, and she has some exercises, and I think all you need is a chair.
So we're going to do either sets of these in 15 reps, or you can do them timed 30 seconds each. 2 arm exercises and 2 all over core and back and ab exercises. So the first one, we have a chair set up, and we're going to work the back of the arm, which is a huge problem area for women. Okay, so you're going to place your hands on the edge of your chair, and you're going to come out, and the elbows are going to go straight back, and you're going to press back up. Now remember, you're breathing through these. You want to focus on the back of the arm. Squeeze up at the top, give it a little extra squeeze, and you'll start to feel these immediately. So again, 30 seconds or 15 of those. Second is a push-up on a chair, okay? These may seem like they won't be difficult, but trust me, after 30 seconds, they will. So you're gonna bring your chest down, squeeze. Okay, make sure you can put these against a wall. You can put your hands against a wall, or you can do them this way. If you're hardcore, you can go right down to the floor and do a full push-up. First ab exercise on your back, okay? Alternate up, exhaling as you lift, up to the knee, or you can take it straight up to the leg. Again, 30 seconds, or because we're alternating, we want to do 16. We're gonna roll over to plank, okay? And here we're gonna hold a straight line from the feet out to the top of the head, or down to the knees, out to the top of the head. Abs tight. Now this is an all over exercise. What we're gonna start to do is rock forward on the toes, working the shoulders and the lower abdominal wall. Okay, walking your hands back, carefully rolling up. Okay, so there's your 4 exercises. Try them out. You'll be ready in no time. See you next Monday.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
The Security Savings Building, Hayden Tower at the Markle Building, and the Traders Bank Building, a trio of important buildings for downtown Hazleton's revitalization efforts. And on Monday, they were all basking in the sun. Here's our local weather forecast from the National Weather Service. There's a hazardous weather outlook advisory for our area as showers and thunderstorms are expected into this evening as a cold front moves through our region. Some thunderstorms may become severe with damaging winds and perhaps large hail. General timing of this storm main chances expected between 5 and 10 p.m. in the Wyoming Valley and the Pocono Mountains. So here is our forecast for tonight. Scattered showers and thunderstorms mainly before 5 a.m. Some of the storms could produce gusty winds. Mostly cloudy. Our low will be 63 degrees. 40% chance of precipitation and new rainfall amounts between 1/4 and ½ inch possible. On the extended forecast, Tuesday looks nice. Mostly sunny with a high near 77 degrees. Pretty nice day. Tuesday night, 20% chance of showers before midnight, partly cloudy, low of 58 degrees. On Wednesday, mid-70s, mostly sunny skies. Wednesday night, partly cloudy with a low of 57. On Thursday, 40% chance of showers, but a partly sunny day with a high of 74, mid-70s all week. Nice. Thursday night, a chance of showers, 40% chance with a low of 58 degrees. On Friday, we'll get up to 75 again with a 50% chance of showers, and at night, 40% chance of showers with a low of 57 degrees.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Stop on in for a cold treat including our ice cream and yogurt, or some hot food including our burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazleton. Treat yourself today.
Have you ever heard of the Yellow Dot program? Well, if not, we hope to inform you right now. We're here joined by Diana Morris-Smaglick. She is the Marketing Director and Special Projects Director for ARSL. And ARSL is the Anthracite Region Center for Independent Living. And John Leonard is the Director of the Public Safety Training Institute at Luzerne County Community College. Diana, I'm going to start with you. What is the Yellow Dot program?
Yellow Dot program is a program that the state of Pennsylvania has bought into that is literally a yellow dot that can be sent to you by your state transportation office that goes in your rear window of your vehicle, and essentially it correlates to a pamphlet that goes in your glove box, and in that pamphlet you can list medications you take, special needs of individuals who may be in the car, and what it does is it gives first responders on the scene a chance to take advantage of that golden first few moments after an accident to jump in and say, okay, this person has diabetes, or this person is allergic to amoxicillin, or this person cannot communicate, and hopefully address the situation in a more appropriate manner than they might otherwise be able to do. So it's free. You can get the sticker at no cost at I believe it's yellowdot.gov, and it's very simple to apply. It's very simple to do. All you have to do is keep the information up to date, and it could save a life.
Absolutely, and it's very important for someone responding to that accident. And John, as the director of the Training Institute, as a former police officer yourself, you know how important this is. So this is crucial, but you tell me a lot of emergency responders are not even aware of it.
Absolutely, Lisa. When I spoke first with Diana, she enlightened me to the Yellow Dot program, and throughout my law enforcement career and my time as a volunteer firefighter in the city, I had never heard of it. I think there was probably a lack of advertising and awareness within the first responder community. I think that our partnership with ARSL, and we were able to get a whole bunch of these yellow dots to hand out from the Luzerne County Community College Public Safety Training Institute, and we're trying to emphasize the program to our first responders that we train every day, whether it be police, fire, EMS at our location, just so they have that awareness, and also the public outreach portion where we want people who, especially those who have medical issues, but any individual to have the yellow dot and have that information in their vehicle so that in a time of crisis, maybe you're unconscious, maybe you can't articulate during an accident, for instance, and the first responder is able to get some contact information, some basic medical information that may save your life.
This is wonderful. I hope a lot of people will become aware of this now. I know I had heard of it, but wasn't really sure what it all entailed. If you want more information on the Yellow Dot program, we're putting the information up on your screen. You can contact both of these people at the organizations they work for. Get the information you need. It could save a life.
Once again, thanks, Lisa. And before we go to break, here's your midday winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers. Pick 2, 8, 6, pick 3, 7, 1, 3, pick 4, 6, 3, 5, 2, pick 5, 3, 2, 5, 6, 9. It was a big weekend for the Cubs. We'll tell you about it when we come back in sports. But first, a reminder that your lottery numbers here on FYI, brought to you by Boyer Insurance Agency, with 2 locations to serve you. One in Cunningham on Sugarloaf Avenue, the other on Broad Street in Nescopeck. You can call Boyer Insurance in Cunningham at 570-788-3543 and in Nescopeck at 570-752-7683. Sports is next when we come back.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
All signs pointed to Kyle Busch winning the Windows 10 400 Sprint Cup race at Pocono over the weekend. He won the pole, but then on Sunday, Matt Kenseth walked away with the win in a fuel mileage race. You're about to hear Kenseth talk about how his crew chief, Jimmy Fenig, helped him conserve gas and take the checkered flag. First up, though, we're going to hear from a 6-time winner at Pocono, Jeff Gordon, who was honored at Pocono on Sunday during his final racing season.
My memories here at Pocono over the years have been great. I mean, I enjoyed the challenges of this racetrack right from the beginning, the shifting, the 3 unique turns, and how you have to set up, the person that you're racing each and every corner, and try to get that momentum off the corner. It makes for frustrating moments at times, but also a lot of fun when you complete it. And I've had certainly some great victories here over the years as well.
I kept bugging Jason to see when he thought we had enough, and he told me never, so he never let me go any faster. I couldn't catch the leaders anyway, but I just I wanted to get as close as I could in case they ran out, and he wouldn't let me. So that's hard, to not go as fast as you can in the last 5 or 6 laps is tough to discipline yourself to do that.
Just trying to pick all of the advertisers on Jeff Gordon's uniform there, or gear there. I just couldn't do it. There was a lot. All right, Chase Uddley made a rehab start for the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs on Sunday. Let's see how he did on the FYI Standard Speaker scoreboard. The Pigs lost 4-0 to Norfolk, but Uddley had a good day, going 2 for 3 with a walk. The Iron Pigs now hit the road. They're going to play Toledo. So Uddley will continue his rehab with Reading as the Fightin' Phils. They will be on the road as well at Trenton in the Eastern League. The Rail Riders have opened up a 4-game lead in the International League North Division. They won 4-3 on Sunday over Columbus. Also on Sunday, the Cubs get the win, and Joe Maddon's Cubs, with that win, they are now wrapped up in a tie for the second wild card spot in the National League with the Giants. Let's get wrapped up in some sweet, sweet sports trivia with Ron Marchetti.
Happy birthday to Mrs. Irene Brennan, who was born 93 years ago today. Hi, everybody. This is Trivia Treats on this first Monday of the month, August 3rd. 45 years ago today, with his team down 6-3 in the bottom of the 9th, Tony Taylor of the Phillies walloped a grand slam for a 7-6 victory over the Giants at Connie Mack Stadium in Philadelphia. Same day, this day, 45 years ago in 1970, in a nationally televised game by NBC, Pirates left fielder Willie Pop Stargell tied a major league record with 5 extra base hits during a 20-10 slugfest against the Braves at Fulton County Stadium in Atlanta. Stargell hit 2 home runs and 3 doubles off 5 different pitchers in 6 at-bats. He also drove in 6 and scored 5. Question: which World War II veteran pitched in the big leagues with an artificial leg? Time's up. Monty Stratton, played by Jimmy Stewart in the movie The Monty Stratton Story in the late 40s, is a good answer, but it is not the correct one. He pitched in the majors with an artificial leg after a hunting accident, but his career ended quickly when his opponents learned he could not fill the bunt, and he was not a World War II veteran. Bert Shepard pitched 5 1/3 innings for the Washington Senators on an artificial leg against the Red Sox at Griffith Stadium in Washington on August 4th, 1945, 70 years ago tomorrow. Shepard lost the lower part of his right leg in an aerial combat over Germany and was fitted with a wind leg while he was in a POW camp in Germany. Shepard never pitched again in the majors. 2 days after his only big league appearance, the atomic bomb was dropped on Hiroshima, Japan, and the war soon came to an end. Finally, on this day, 80 years ago, an estimated 35 to 40,000 squeezed into Crosley Field in Cincinnati that seated only 26,000. Nobody remembers how that could have happened, but it did. Fans stood in foul territory and against the outfield walls. Players and managers could not see the action of the field, on the field. The game was delayed for 35 minutes when many unruly fans scampered around the outfield. The game and crowd was completely out of control. During the fiasco, a young woman named Kitty Burke grabbed the bat and stepped into the batter's box. Dizzy Dean's brother, Paul, tossed an underhand pitch, and Betty hit a grounder to first base. She later toured the burlesque circuit as the only woman to ever bat in the major leagues. Mother of God, Kitty Burke. Good night. Stay loose.
Mondays can be rough, but you can end them on a high note. Seafood night at Bottlenecks. Choose from crab, clam, shrimp, and lobster specials, such as their little neck clams in garlic butter, only $1.95 a dozen, or handmade crab cake platter for only $8.95.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, the 62nd Annual St. Jude Parish Picnic will be held August 7th and 8th from 4 to 11 p.m. and August 9th from noon to 9 at the parish grounds at 420 South Mountain Boulevard in Mountaintop. Picnic features great food, desserts galore, and an open-pick barbecue chicken dinner on Sunday. Be sure to stop by and give them a call for more information, 570-574-2535. Our next announcement, the Pennsylvania Theater Performing Arts will be holding the musical Mary Poppins August 7th through 9th and 14th through 16th. The PTBA will be holding the show at the J.J. Farrar Performing Arts Center, located at 212 West Broad Street in downtown Hazleton. For reservations or info, just call 570-454-5451. And finally, Survivors After Suicide Support Group meets the second and fourth Tuesday of each month from 6 to 7:30 p.m. at Catholic Social Services in Hazleton. This is a no-fee open grief group that welcomes survivors at any stage of their grieving process. For more info, just call 570-455-1521. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Elizabeth A. Chicozy of Tamaqua. Funeral will be held at the convenience of the family and under the direction of the Damiano Funeral Home. And Agnes Meza of Hazel Township. Funeral is Tuesday at 10 a.m. from the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Friends may call Monday from 6 to 8 p.m. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Joseph Sharkey of Cunningham. Joseph, if you're watching, give us a call right now, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
Busy week here at FYI, as well as in downtown Hazleton as we get ready for another First Friday. We'll talk about that and more, so stay tuned until tomorrow. Take it easy, everyone.